what is the difference between autism and Down syndrome? Whereas with autism, it's also known as a hidden disability, and the nuances that we have to teach. Okay, you have to address this one, you have to say, "Hey, sun," or you have to say, "Listen." All of that you don't have to teach people with Down syndrome. They can learn. Social skill building is a huge difficulty. Language is a difficulty, and then social skill building is a difficulty with autism, not so much with Down syndrome. Hello there, I'm Rajni, and today's topic is what is the difference between autism and Down syndrome? So, autism and Down syndrome. Down syndrome basically is a chromosomal abnormality, which means there are more number of chromosomes than what there should be, because of which there is a very distinct facial features are very different. There's a very distinct, visual personality of a child. So, if you look at a child with Down syndrome, the eyes would be much smaller, okay, like this. The facial contours will be flatter, which means the nose will be a little flatter. The face will be a little like as if it has been flattened, like that. So you can identify a child or an adult with Down syndrome from a distance. You can just look at the face and you know they are a little different. Visibly in the appearance, they are different. Also, with Down syndrome, there is oftentimes, more often than not, there is an element of mental retardation associated with Down syndrome. Let's say 8 out of 10 cases. Whereas with autism, it's also known as a hidden disability, although to my mind, there is no disability there. It's a different way of being. But in the common parlance, it's also known as hidden disability because you can't see anything in the face or the body. Nothing is visible. There is no distinct special facial feature which is different or any other thing which is different. However, the way an autistic child or adult will perceive information from their environment and surroundings, that's very different. Now, with Down syndrome, children don't have problems with social communication. They're very, very social. Well, that's another thing. Autistic children are also social, but autistic children don't know how to take it forward. Down syndrome children will never have a problem. They don't have to be taught to say hi, bye, or talk or ask. If a Down syndrome child can talk, if that part of the brain is not impacted to that effect and they have good amount of speech articulation, language doesn't suffer. In Down syndrome, if that part of the brain is impacted where speech is developing, then of course if they cannot speak is another thing. But if they can speak, articulate sounds and speak, then language, in most of the cases, in the rarest of rare cases, will it happen that language will be impacted? That doesn't happen. Then they can formulate sentences on their own. So things that we so struggle with, the what, the who, the where, the when, the why, all of the various aspects of the language triangle. And then we teach them separately to the child. And then we teach the child to mix and match. And then we teach the child to give out the words and, the sentences, then 2 sentences, 3 sentences, 4 sentences, full back and forth talking. All of the effort that goes into development of this in Down syndrome, if speech and articulation is there, then all of this follows. This doesn't have a problem. Also, they use the speech in the appropriate way. They use the language in the appropriate way, those who can speak, in making friends with other children. And they, the nuances that we have to teach. Okay, you have to address this one. You have to say, "Hey, sun," or you have to say, "Listen." All of that you don't have to teach people with Down syndrome. They can learn. Now, the flip side of it, autistic children, their IQ can be way higher than Down syndrome children in most of the cases. Their ability to perceive is different. They perceive it differently. But if you can teach them in a way that they will learn, then their speed, their retention, their memory is way faster than a Down syndrome person. So these are the main differences. As far as immunity is concerned, that is a matter of very, very individual choice. Uh, Not choice, actually, the right word should be individual body type. So, some autistic people will have rock solid immunity, some won't. Down syndrome also, there is no such evidence that they will not have good immunity. Some of them might just not have good immunity, but that's true for any neurotypical also. Some children fall sick, some don't. So there isn't much of a difference. I hope this video uh, was handy and it helped you to understand the difference between autism and Down syndrome. Also, like I said, I don't know if I harped enough on this, so let me just add two more words to it. Social skill building is a major one with Down syndrome, with autism. Social skill building is a huge difficulty. Language is a difficulty, and then social skill building is a difficulty with autism, not so much with Down syndrome. Academics is way easier with autism if it is done according to autism specific teaching techniques as opposed to Down syndrome, where naturally the time taken is higher because the child has traces of mental retardation or intellectual disability also. Yeah. If you want to learn more about autism in depth and help your child, please don't forget to join us for our live. It's a free service, 7 to 7:30 every Tuesday on Instagram, YouTube English, YouTube Hindi, and 7 to 9:30 is the Autism Masterclass. That's a Zoom event on Thursdays or Fridays. It's informed accordingly. All the links to all of that and all the links to customized books, something like this. This is just one topic of how do you color within spaces, how do you teach the child to color inside the boundaries. Yeah, so like this, and many more addition, subtraction, reading, comprehension, all of that. The links to those are given in the description box below. And until next time, keep working with your child and